Alright, this battery seems to be holding a charge. Let's see if this will start the truck. Okay, got that nut out. So now there are, let's see, one, there's two more. Looks like these two right there. Oh, there's the third bolt way in. Hey, there's that one. Okay. That is one beefy battery tray. Clean this up a little better. I think I'm going to go ahead and paint it too. There you go. More treasures. What's we got? The thread thing. Cap. Interesting to see how well the JB or the PB blaster works on the rust. It kind of loosens it up, makes it mushy. Gonna be hard to paint there though. wire wheel on that. Let's get all the loose stuff. Good enough. Just want to get the grease off there so the paint sticks. I'm all out of rusty metal primer, so I got some normal primer, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and paint it. Got some cable here that's not getting used again on the RV, from the RV. Let's go grab it. Grab one of these. Gonna reuse this connector. I'll get some better wiring later on after I get the truck running good. For right now, I just want to make things, just want it to start. Alright, I need some 10 gauge for that positive wire too. It's both. That looks like 10 gauge. This looks like maybe 8. Okay, if I leave this big piece intact, that could probably make a good ground. We just replace the whole thing. It's gonna be a little long, but that's alright. This is temporary until I get things running good. So just set that in there like that. I'll make the ground. Use this piece for the positive. Let's go grab some. Alright, so the insulation on these comes off pretty easy. Just slice it at the top and peel it off. So it's a little easier to connect to the battery. I might actually cut this end off and make it a little longer. That was the original plan, but I think if well, we'll see. I might still need to do that. So, just using a sharp X-Acto blade. And peeling that off. There's a bunch of corrosion in that thing too. Okay, we'll see if that'll reach on top of the battery. Got the positive wire connected, accessory wire, and ground wire. Nice and long, a little too long on this side, but I'd rather have it too long than too short. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Almost forgot one. That's a secure battery tray, that's for sure. Alright. fits. Though this came out of a 4-cylinder Subaru. So we'll see if that starts this or not. That's going to be too tall. Positives on this side, so that's like the only chance I have of that reaching. But it doesn't look like it's going to. And these are, I think they'll stick up too much. So I'm going to have to flip this around and extend this stupid thing. I don't know why they make these so freaking short. All my larger gauge wires up in the storage unit, so gonna have to find me an old pair of jumper cables that aren't some, yeah, that is some pretty thin, pretty little jumper cables there. I guess I could chop 2 pieces and double them up. I might just do that for now. Holy crap. No wonder these are in the trash pile. Let's go put them back. Alright, we got some of Patch's old house wiring. 12-volt house supply. That would work perfect. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take off the disc. And take off this disconnect solenoid. Just do about 8 inches. Yeah, there we go. Proper size. I don't have any crimps that can splice wires this big, so I guess I'll just have a bunch of these recycled from an old battery bank. I got some solder on them, but they should crimp. So I guess I'll just crimp one on each end and bolt them together and tape it up. Not really what I wanted to do, but it'll work. These specific terminals don't really crimp too well, but I think it should work. Yeah, that'll work. So I'll just put one on each end and bolt them together, tape it up. We'll probably replace this whole cable at a later time, but for right now I just want to get this thing running. I want it ready to drive when I need it to. Okay, bolt these two together. Got that bolted. got it taped. Okay, so there's the length we need. You're gonna have to be careful with this rubbing on things like, you know, grounded surfaces, so keep an eye on that. Like I said, it's gonna be temporary. Also want to be careful about the positive now being close to the body. It does have a working mount, so I'll be sure to secure that. Also will be temporary until I get a truck battery, if this even works. It's at 550 cold cranking amps, 690 cranking amps. Should be enough to start a truck, I think. That too. I'll keep that for something else. I'll cut the bolt off of this too. Alright, get that chopped off. Oh, I forgot the positive. Make sure you put that on there. And then the ground. And the ground. Where's the ground? There's the ground. Alright, grounds, positives. Negative, positive, double check. So put this back in. Okay, that's good and secure. Don't worry, gotta worry about that shifting over. Still makes me nervous. I'm gonna put that at the top of my list to get a new battery. Starts it. A little bit of a struggle there, but yeah, and I can get this thing moved around when I need to. Alright, we got my new plates, and the registration has been fixed. It used to say C35, which is a two-wheel drive. Kind of threw me off. K3500, like it's supposed to. antenna plates as soon as possible. Wash off the coolant on this engine. This truck 4x4, the spaciousness is freaking awesome. I love the extended cab, the big old seats. That's a separate bucket seat for the driver, kind of a mini bench seat for the passengers. This thing is freaking sweet. I like it. I like everything about it. It's got a lot of little things that I can replace, like these door handles. I could probably go to the junkyard and get some that aren't split and warped and floppy. Maybe get some new panels. Probably start with the window seals. Those are pretty crunchy. But electric windows, don't I feel fancy right now? Finally, we have Rusty. Yeah, I also need to go through the radio and figure out why this stuff doesn't work. It might have got fried. I was using a charger that had a broken regulator on it, and it charged the battery up to like 16 volts. When I turned the key on, things started smoking. And I think that's when I burned out my fuel pump. Air conditioning pump is not spinning. Probably wouldn't take too much to get that going. That'd be freaking cool. I don't usually deal with... Out here in the Pacific Northwest, you don't really have to worry about air conditioning. I love the dualies. Kind of hard to, a little harder to get around, of course, but I like it. It's cool. Oh, and I need to fix the stiff gas pedal. I already replaced the throttle cable, but it's still stiff. The brakes need a little attention. Oh, hey, the gas gauge started working good. I was hoping I didn't have another gauge to fix. Oh, this brakes are horrible. Let's run down the driveway shoulder belt. I love it.
Rusty drives nice. Jimmy drove nice too. He's a little on the stiff side, but Rusty's ready for a bath. That's for sure. Jimmy, I mean Rusty, I think Rusty's a little more peppy than Jimmy. Oh man, this truck is nice. I love it. I like the, like everything about this. I missed the the locking differential in the back. Definitely gonna miss that about Jimmy. Rusty pulls a little to the right. He's probably got a low tire, or flat tire. Good. Yeah, that's a little low. As far as I could tell, alignment looks okay. Yeah, we'll have to check. If it kind of felt like had a stuck brake. One of the brakes were stuck. Alright, that's one stage of the Chevy dually repair done. Got a battery in there, need a new one, but at least the cables are fixed, so I don't have to worry about stupid connectors that don't go on certain batteries. Even drill holes in these top posts if I want to, and put some like coarse thread screws in there to hold those on. I've done it before. Just drill a hole and put some still got some water sizzling off. Oh yeah, we got a leaky valve cover. Need to put a new seal in that. All right, Rusty. Welcome to the team. a little bit better condition truck. And a bit more computer stuff than I like, but that's alright. It's not actually fuel injected, so that's a little better. It's throttle body injected, so it does still use a computer. A couple computers. I think that was the ABS I was looking at over there. Maybe? Does this have ABS? Or is that the ECM or ECU? ECM? I forget what you call that. Electronic control module. Got a few things to do. Brake fluid looking pretty dark. Time to change that. Alright, you guys, stay tuned. We got lots coming up for Rusty. I think the next most important thing is figuring out why he pulls so hard to the right. We'll check the brakes, I think, next. Nope.